Hey guys, and welcome to the first of a series where we rank every single legendary in Borderlands 1. Kinda like Pearlescent and Pilfering, but without a cute name because I'm not creative. Now, today I'll be doing the Volcano. I did a random spinner wheel and this one popped up. It's quite good. It's a fire sniper rifle. And it is good. Like, this thing can one-shot adult skags. And it's also got a little fire explosion, which is kinda cute. This thing's amazing against flesh, and if you're shooting it at like a bandit outlaw or a psycho, it's pretty much going to one-shot them. The thing's made by Maliwan. I mean, of course it is. It's got the look, and it's a fire sniper rifle. And, I mean, if you look at it, it kind of does look pretty cool. I also kind of like it because it's one of the best fire weapons in the game, beating out even something like the Hellfire. The accessory is perhaps the most crazy part about the Volcano. The accessory is the Maliwan Volcano accessory, which is where the name comes from, and is fire only, always ×4, and always procs. It also gives it a bit of an explosion, like you can see with this lunatic. There we go. And if you're lucky, it can hit multiple enemies at once. The accessory is really good, like high A good. And if you want to do some good fire damage, the accessory with a good rate of fire sniper is always good. As for its overall usefulness, it's amazing. This thing is the kind of sniper that you carry around. And when I'm using a sniper build, I actually carry it around more than I carry around the Orion. Like, you can see this shock skag over here, the badass. And this is not the enemy the Volcano is meant for. And yet it is tearing through this thing. And it can do pretty well against anything, really. Like, it's really good for taking down chemical and shock troopers for the Lance. And you'll see the King Wee Wee fight later in this video is even good at that. And if you're going to be using it against a shield, it'll still melt through that pretty fast just because of its huge DPS. And even though you could use the Orion, if you need to be able to get through that shield without having to switch, then this is a great choice. Just carrying it around and shooting at what you need to will make sure that you don't die. And if you're going against a very fleshy boss, it is, in my opinion, the best choice. Like, I know the Firehawk's good, and I know the Hellfire's, in my opinion, even better. But this thing just stacks so much damage that it'll be really good. And it is a sniper too, don't forget that. This is a kind of thing you could start an encounter with, because it's long range, it's got the accuracy, and it'll work. Now, as for its power against stuff that it objectively isn't good against, like actual Lance, that can be accounted for just because of its overall power. As you can see, this thing rips through skags like it's a lunch, and it's even good against bandit camps because it tears psychos and bruisers to pieces. And I do mean pieces. It's also just quite fun. Blowing things up with fire? Fun. What it's really good for. This thing is great for taking down fleshy enemies. As I already mentioned, it's great for bandit camps, as you can see here. And I'm pretty sure it can one-shot all forms of psycho except badass. And since the bruisers are most certainly fleshy enemies, I'm not very good at aiming, but you'll see when you hit one of these things, it'll do damage. Plus, it's great against people like, what's his face, the sledge guy, Motorhead, the guy who drops the choppa. And it's great against the green crawworms in the craw fight. I know people like the Hellfire more. I like this thing more. It's fun. Also, like I said, blowing things up with fire, fun. Blowing multiple things up with fire, more fun. There aren't many weaknesses to the Volcano. The only weakness I can really foresee you having is if you're actually trying to snipe with the Volcano. You might find it a little bit annoying because it can't have the best accuracy. But other than that, you're going to be fine. Like, this thing is not a very balanced weapon at all. And in the unlikely shot you're going to be using it for duels, it's not going to be great either, because, you know, you have to tear through those shields, and players tend to have beefy shields. But this thing is just not weak. It's good, and it's not balanced. If this was in a PvP game, the Volcano would be the thing you always strive to get early game, and it's even common, so yay. Alright guys, that marks the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed, again, and I'll say the same thing as I did last time. Please like and subscribe, helps us out a lot, and I know it's cringy, but like I said last time, we're a new channel, we need it, okay? And before you go, you can watch some of this King Weeby fight I promised. Once again, I'm not very good at aiming. I am a combat rifle person. I know, it's insane. But it is good, and this is not even the thing it's meant for. And please don't go comparing it to a double anarchy. This is not a double anarchy, okay? This is a Volcano. There are different things. But, once again, before I close out, I should also mention that I'm going to be doing a ton more of these. One for every single legendary, unique, and pearlescent in the game. And since this is a very small channel, pretty much any comments that tell me what weapon you want to see next will be the comment that tells me what weapon you want to see next. So, do comment down what weapon you want to see next. And until next time, which is probably going to be very soon, goodbye, and enjoy the show. Not much left in it either way. Look at this, though. Goodbye for real this time.